Welcome back to the Wellness Kitchen. My name is Paulette Lambert and I'm here at the California Health and Longevity Institute. Today's recipe is grilled pineapple. You know, this is one of my favorite ways to serve pineapple. We're going to take pineapple and we're going to core it and slice it into long diagonal slices, and we're going to add just a drop of brown sugar and a little rum, and we're going to turn an ordinary fruit into a wonderful tropical dessert. Now you can do this in your oven or you can also put it on your grill. Just make sure if you're going to grill pineapple after you've grilled chicken or fish that you clean your grill really well so we don't have fishy tasting pineapple. I've done that one and you don't want to do that. So let's get started. Let's get in the kitchen. When you buy fresh pineapple, what you're looking for is one that's heavy for its size, that it really has some weight to it. Pineapple ripens the minute it's picked, so keeping it on your kitchen counter and letting it get softer doesn't mean it's getting any sweeter. It'll get softer and juicier, but it really won't get any sweeter. When you buy pineapple at the market, look for one that is green, that's just turning yellow and has a nice kind of golden yellow tinge to it. Make sure there's no real soft spots in it. You want to have a pineapple that has a really nice, sweet, fruity smell, not an acid smell, which means it's probably overly ripe and is not going to be good for very long. Also, when you go to cut your fresh pineapple, a lot of people don't quite know what to do with this. We're so used to pineapple coming in cans or already cut for us at the market. So when you buy a fresh pineapple, the easiest way to peel this would be to take a knife and cut off the end like this and cut off the top. And then we want to just set it on the counter, and you can proceed just to peel it with your sharp knife, just all the way around like that. And if you have these eyes in it, these little brown spots, you can go back later and just cut those out. And then you can cut your pineapple in half, which I'll do very quickly here. We'll do half of this. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I do want to show you that there is a core running down the middle of your pineapple. Right there is that core, and that's really tough and fibrous, and you don't want to eat it. So you just want to cut your pineapple spears, if you're going to cut it this way, off your core. And that way we can just discard that core. The first dessert we're going to do today is pineapple in a ginger vanilla syrup. And what we're going to start with is we have pineapple rings. You can also use spears like this. If you have a pineapple core at home, it goes right down through the pineapple and takes out the core, so you get nice rings that are not cut up like this, and we remove the core. They do that in the market for you too, so you might want to ask if you want to have the rings. So what I have here is ginger root, and ginger root is a pungent root that's used a lot in Asian cooking. Lots of spiciness to it, and it smells wonderful. And so you can just take your knife like this and you can peel your ginger root, just like that. I have some peeled already, and I'm just starting to slice this in very thin little slices. So we've got our ginger. There we go. The next thing we're going to work on here is this is a vanilla bean. And if you don't have a vanilla bean, you can use a couple teaspoons of vanilla extract, but fresh vanilla bean has a very exotic, sweet vanilla flavor. And I'm going to take this vanilla bean and I'm going to slice it with a knife right down the middle. And you can do that very carefully with a small, sharp knife. And what you'll see inside when you open this up is that there's beans in here. And that's what gives the vanilla pod all of its flavor. And you can see those right inside there. You can scrape those off. So we're going to put this right in our pan here. I want to get all that vanilla bean flavor. We're going to put our ginger in there, and we have all these slices of ginger. And then what we're going to add is about 1/3 cup of honey. And I know honey is sugar, basically. It's about 56 calories a tablespoon, and we have about 4 tablespoons here. And then we're going to add 2/3 cup of water. And then we're going to just let this all come to a boil. And we want all those flavors to meld together. The honey, the sweetness of the honey, with the spiciness of the ginger, and that mellow, wonderful, fragrant vanilla flavor. We're just going to let that boil for a minute. When that comes to a boil, we're going to pour that over our pineapple and just let it basically steep in this for a couple hours in the refrigerator, and then it's ready to serve. Okay, we can start our second dessert while we're waiting for that one. So what I have here is our fresh pineapple spears, and we're going to be doing roasted pineapple. You can also put this on your grill in the summer. If you're outside grilling, this goes very well on the grill as well. I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, a tablespoon of melted no trans fat margarine, and again, you really don't want to use butter because butter is saturated fat, and use the new healthy no trans fat margarines that are very low in saturated fat. They contain healthy fats. And then we're going to put a couple tablespoons of rum in here to give us that very tropical exotic flavor. And the alcohol cooks off in cooking. And just combine that together. We've got about 188 calories of sauce here, but it's going to turn this pineapple into just fruit for dessert into an exotic dessert. Get my baking dish, and what we're going to do is we'll put our pineapple pieces in here, and then we're going to pour over our marinade, our rum, brown sugar, and a little bit of margarine. This is going to put, when we roast this, it's going to cause a glaze to be on this pineapple. We're going to have that rum brown sugar glaze. It's really going to bring out the natural flavor in this delicious pineapple. And you can let it set for about 10 minutes before you roast it or you put it on the grill. It looks like our syrup is ready. Let's take a peek at that. Oh, wonderful smelling. We're just going to pour this over our pineapple, and it's hot, so it's really going to soak in there, and all these flavors are going to infuse in the pineapple. And you can put that vanilla bean in there and all those pieces of ginger. And we're going to just let this set for a while. Most fruit is better served room temperature because when we chill it, it takes away a lot of the flavor in fruit. So we really want this to sit out at room temperature and just absorb those flavors. If you're not going to serve it till much later in the afternoon or evening or the next day, then you might want to refrigerate it, but take it out about 30 minutes before you serve it so it's not ice cold and you have more flavor that way. Okay, this one's ready. And again, let it set for a little while to infuse all those flavors in that pineapple. All right, let's just put our pineapple on our baking sheet. Make sure you get a nice good coating of that brown sugar and rum. Pineapple is also very high in vitamin A. That bright yellow color really denotes a lot of vitamin A in fruits and vegetables. It's also very high in fiber. Beautiful. And we're going to put these in the oven for about 15 minutes at about 350 and let them get kind of nice golden and let that sugar caramelize on our pineapple. And we're ready to serve our pineapple desserts. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the one with the vanilla and ginger, which smells so delicious. I'm going to get one right from the bottom here, so make sure it's been sitting in the syrup. And I'm going to put that on my dessert plate. Beautiful. And I'm going to take 1 small scoop of a non-fat frozen yogurt, which is very low fat and only 100 calories a scoop, and we can put that on top. It's a great dessert any time of year, not just summer. And then we can sprinkle that with just a little bit of candied ginger just to make it a little bit more exotic and a little more special. And that is our pineapple with a vanilla ginger syrup. And that's a great way to serve that. Over here we have, this is our roasted pineapple with our rum. We could serve that with the light ice cream as well. But also think about serving roasted pineapple or grilled pineapple right with your dinner. It's great with roasted chicken or roasted fish. And the good thing about eating fruit with dinner is that we'll eat our fruit and we may not take seconds on more high-calorie food. Pineapple's only 75 calories a cup, so again, we have a lot of food, taste-wise and nutrition-wise, so very few calories. This is Paulette Lambert from the Wellness Kitchen, where it's always nutritious and everything's delicious.